Hello, I'm going to do a video about how to do Ruck Under the Bum with particular care paid to getting a super deep seat because there isn't a ton of room for error with a Ruck Under the Bum. If the seat pops, it's kind of a mess. So I'm going to show you how I get that seat nice and tight and also model how to get a super snug knot even if your wrap is pretty grippy. And if you have T-Rex arms like I do, which are super wussy and can't pull a knot. Alright, so you're going to find the middle of your wrap, just like a regular ruck. If you can, there's mine. Okay, so here's my middle marker. I'm going to grab my baby, and I'm going to put her up with the Superman toss. I don't think she's going to like it. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Would you like some watermelon, sweetheart? Hey, you want this? You want that? It's going to end up on my wrap, I know it. Okay, so first thing to note here is that I've been holding these top rails my whole time. So I don't have to hold her because no matter how much she wiggles, she's not going anywhere. So to get, the first step in getting a deep seat is not to make this too tight because I need a little bit of slack in the back. So if you see here, what most people do is just grab this and tuck it. But if I do that, it's just barely going to get under her butt right now. So I'm still holding this like kind of medium tight. And now I'm going to, oh, we dropped our watermelon. Oh, here's another one, okay? You can't eat it with your passy in your mouth though. Okay, so I'm turning around so that you can see that I'm holding this a little bit loosely, not in my teeth yet, because I want to be able to pull this way out. Make lots of space for the seat. Okay, now this is going to go super tight. I'm going to put it in my mouth, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this seat up so that it goes like past her belly button all the way to her chest, and I'm going to do that by bouncing to deal with the friction because this wrap is going to drag on her clothes. So without bouncing, look, she's trying to get off, doesn't matter. I've got the top rails. Okay, so watch. Most people will just tuck like that, but now I'm going to bounce and it's going to get twice as deep. So that's going all the way up to her chest. And you can see my arms are all the way up here by the time I'm done pulling it up. Now I'm going to do like you do with a normal ruck. I'm going to tighten outer rail, middle, and inner rail. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Alright, looking good. Look at how much higher her knees are than her bum. I know I did a good job there. Okay, so now you're going to bring these under and behind. And this is a trick I learned from wrapping Rachel. You're going to pull this crosswise like you're about to tie a knot, but so close that you can't really get a knot there. And right now I've got the piece in my right hand is crossing over the piece in my left hand. And now I'm going to twist this around so that it's kind of accidentally tricked into being knotted. I'm not actually going to like tie a knot per se. I'm just turning this around and pulling the tail through. This is where it helps to have a little extra tail. So this is a long 2 or short 3, and having that extra tail helps to do this. Okay, so I've just pulled it through, but I never really tied a knot per se. I just crossed them and twisted. Okay, from here, I can snug this just a little bit, but I'm not going to do it from here because I don't have any power from here. I'm going to pull it from the ends and bounce. See how I get a little bit more snug each time? Lastly, I'm going to take her feet and I'm going to just push them up a little bit. Now she's super deep in that seat. Look at that. Look at those knees, super high. I'm going to finish with a double knot, so I'm just going to put one more knot here to keep things secure, but doesn't really need it because it's a nice grippy wrap. Again, I'm going to pull from the edges because that's how I have leverage. You can see I'm propping this against my hip, and then I'm pulling this way using the torque from my hip. I'm not trying to do this with the strength of my arms because my arms are wussy-ass little T-Rex arms. And there you have it. A lovely ruck under the bum, comfy baby, knees higher than the butt. Look how high her head is. It's almost up to my head. We're all super comfy. The end.